Hey friend, it's 2:29 a.m. here in Michigan. I want to share one of my fears with you. I want to sing you a song and I want to shout out some friends before we begin chapter 68 of Goodnight PunPun. So, let's begin with the fear I'm letting go. I'm scared that I want to be so many things that I'll end up being nothing. Shout out to Puck and Yoshi for supporting me and being new friends that are going on this journey with me. I appreciate you, and your support matters to me. Thank you. Now, are you ready for a song? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies go gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you for listening. Before we get into our story, take a deep breath with me. Breathe in through your nose and out. Let's enjoy our story. Chapter 68. Driver, could you please drop me off here? You sure? You'll have to walk quite a bit if you get off here. That's fine. I need to calm myself down anyways. It was a clear and sunny day all throughout Japan. At 37 degrees Celsius today was the hottest day yet this summer for PunPun's town. The air was filled with the cries of cicadas and laughters of schoolchildren. PunPun disliked the summer because it was too hot. But he didn't like the winter either because it was too cold. And above all, he hated this moment right now. Even though he had many things he needed to think about, he was too busy grumbling about the weather and the seasons. He seemed so sullen. He may not show it on his face, but I bet he's angry. Is that so? He doesn't look that way if you ask me. PunPun. Here, I was wondering whether or not to give it to you, since you look so worn out, but I found this letter inside your mother's purse. It was the usual letter of nonsense that PunPun received from his dad once every month. Except this time, the name of the sender at the stamp were missing. Dear PunPun, I'm sorry for having lied to you all along. Pretending to be your father and writing to you a letter was the only meddlesome thing I could do as your mother. I hope you can find it in myself to forgive me. Love, Mom. PunPun. I wonder, was there really a need to show him that letter? That was quite tactless of you. But still couldn't find it in him to love his mother, even at the very end. Yes, forgive me for the sudden visit. Yes, it's me, Panyama. I didn't think you'd be showing up today. I'm sorry, we don't have anything better to serve than coffee or tea. Oh, please, anything do. Don't worry about me at all. But wow, Yuichi, you've done quite well for yourself. To think you have a girlfriend as cute as Akane here. My name's actually Midori, not Akane. And I've told you a little before that we're married. Yes, I've quit my job as a night guard, but an acquaintance of mine helped me get a job in a social security business. Still, I guess I'm just some old man living out in the countryside now. But the stars are quite beautiful out in the country. You should come visit too, Agani. Fukushima is a lovely place. PunPun hated this. Um, his dislike didn't really have anything to do with the fact that his father had neglected him for years. PunPun knew that adults had their own complicated circumstances and reasons. Excuse me, shopkeep. Can I get some more coffee over here? His father was the same as he always had been. His appearance, voice, and atmosphere had hardly changed. Still the same funny and kind father as back then. Yet, for some reason, PunPun could not feel any more uncomfortable. And so, PunPun intently observed his father to figure out the reason for his discomfort. I see. PunPun figured out what was so different now compared to back then. Aha! I can't believe I thought I was in a coffee house for a moment. I'm real sorry about that, Akemi. But, could I have some more? Yes, of course. I have to make some hot water first, though. And the name's Midori. It was himself. Now then, I have work tomorrow in the morning, so I can't stay here for very long, but man, is it ever hot today? Whoa. It almost reminds me of that summer. Listen, PunPun, I want you to understand something. I know I'm real nervous and stammering about whatever comes into my head right now. But the question I'm about to ask you is something I've thought long and hard about. PunPun, would you like to come live with your old man at Fukushima? Let's start everything over again from the beginning. After all, you and I always used to get along well, right? I don't think it's a bad idea. And Fukushima's a lovely place where you can take things easy. PunPun couldn't understand the words of the man sitting in front of him. Start everything over from the beginning. Just what did he mean by everything? And where exactly was this beginning? PunPun had the feeling this man was merely messing around. I want to live alone. Oh, I see. That's alright. Did you make this cup of coffee, Yuichi? I see your artistic skills are as good as ever. That's just fine too. But wow, PunPun, you've really grown up these past few years. I bet you're 3 times bigger than when I last saw you. Or is that not physically possible? Oh wait, I already said that before, didn't I? Whoops, silly me. I guess I should get going now. See you later then. Just remember that no matter how much you grow up, I'll always be your dad. Bye, bye, Ken. PunPun. Why don't we go for a little walk? Even if I get a little sentimental on a day like this. How many years has it been since you and I walked along together like this? I've always thought that you and I were alike. I understand your irritation, PunPun. People are just too selfish. My sister, my brother-in-law, and of course myself as well. My brother-in-law, that is to say your father, he's a sincere and honest man, so please don't think badly of him. Of course, that doesn't mean you should pity him. That's not what your father would want either. After all, life is about reaping what you sow. We're all living on the path we've chosen. Isn't that right? PunPun, what do you think are the most important things in life? Money? Dreams? Sympathy towards others? Yes, they're all important things as well. But the most important thing is responsibility for your own actions. When I heard you say you wanted to live alone, I was frankly quite dumbfounded. Even my little silly, even my little Willie seemed to shrivel up. But if that's what you decided, I won't say anything against it. Even if you were to become a serial killer or a shut-in, it's none of my business to interfere. But if you ever blame others for whatever happens to you, I swear I'll come after you with a katana. Got it. There's a shocking amount of freedom in one's life, but with that freedom comes responsibility. Don't you ever forget that, boy. When I first came inside Midori, a part of me inside withered up and died. And when she and I decided to get married, we decided to tell each other all that had happened in our lives. So naturally, I know about what happened between you and her, but I'm not angry. In fact, I love you just as much as ever. PunPun. I think that the life is just too amusing. There's not a moment in life that's a waste of time. Even a useless piece of trash like me comes to think like that. And so I continue to live out these ordinary days, all while hoping for the day when Midori delivered the final blow. PunPun, where will your grave be? And will your life still be burning there and then? PunPun, you must think, rack your head over it, and then decide your intent. Even if you don't understand anything, as long as you try your best to understand and keep moving forward, you'll manage to remain yourself. Even in these dull days, in this worthless place, the only thing you can change is yourself. That's why, as long as you remain yourself, the cigarette smoke helplessly dispersed in the air and soon dissolved in the night sky. This world will be yours. As if affirming that thing would never return to the way they were, PunPun breathed in the smoke, slowly and deeply. Thank you for listening, friend. We'll stop right here for tonight. We covered chapter 68 and 69, it seems. And I'll catch you tomorrow. And remember, you are not alone. You are loved. You matter. Good night. Sweet dreams. Mwah.